Hi, this is Anthony Lighthall. Thank you for joining me on From Dreams to Actions, where we talk about business goals, positive energy, and following your dreams. On today's show, we are going to talk about Just Start Now. So, what does Just Start Now mean? It's just like the title says, Just Start Now. But what does that mean? Start what? It's starting your goal, it's starting the initiatives, it's starting your plan. As an example, let's say building Rome. It didn't, it wasn't built in a day, as people say. Even building the Colosseum, building the pyramids, anything that you built, whether it's physical or a service or anything, it takes time. It's like planting a tree. And so you have to start right now. There's only so much you can do with researching and with giving yourself positive affirmations. It's at the point where you just have to do it. So as an example, I'm going to start off with this just to really set the tone with this podcast, From Dreams to Actions. When I first started it, this was years ago when I started writing, and I started just brainstorming and thinking of different topics. And, after writing for um, a whole winter inside, then I was like, okay, I got to start posting this. I have to start doing something with this. And I just had to start now. Now, the thing is, I didn't write and then post the next day. It was like I was writing and writing. I had a script I put together, I had a plan, but I started right then and there. And then it just kept taking off. It was steps to my final goal, went from dreams to actions. And so that's an example using this podcast as just starting out. You know, a lot of people, as an example, with New Year's resolutions and going back to the gym and things like that, you may have a day when you want to start it, which is fine. Okay, after the new year, I'm going to start this. But you can also start doing your research now. So you can start following nutritionists, you can start following doctors or um, influencers who work out, and they can teach you different workouts. Uh, Start saving these in your phone or, at home, on your Kindle Fire or Amazon or Netflix, whatever, start following different workouts and start saving those so that when the new year comes, then you're already set. Because what happens is, okay, I'm going to start XYZ, during a new year, and you haven't done anything. So you're starting from scratch. You haven't even mentally prepared yourself. I'm going to learn how to bake after the new year. Okay, well, let me start watching Cupcake Wars or something, or, different competitions on the Food Network, or YouTube and different bakers and getting recipes. I have to submerge myself and mentally get ready for that. So just start now doesn't actually mean physically you have to start what you are saying that you want to do, but you have to start preparing for that. Get your mindset around that. Start researching that. And that's very important when you are looking to accomplish a goal or changing that mindset. You just have to get your mind prepared for that. So, continuing on with that, a lot of times people too, when just starting out, sometimes they get so overwhelmed where they just want to they have an idea and maybe there's multiple ideas and they say, I want to go ahead and produce and put all of this out right now. So let me give you an example of this. Let's say someone is food prep, uh, a food prep person, like they have a business in food prepping. And what it is that they will make your foods or prep your foods for the week. So it's saving you time. And then it's also probably helping you to eat healthier because this person is probably a nutritionist or probably knows what healthy foods to prepare for you. And it's probably cost savings because this person is probably also understanding what types of fruits and veggies and different meats that you can actually stretch out with your meals, especially if you're not a person who really pays attention to their health or what they eat, or maybe even doesn't have time to cook dinner. Okay, so that's the business. You are a food prep business, and that's what you do, and you deliver these meals or you prep them and people pick them up. So that's your one stream of income, food prep, and it's been working out really well. So, you take a step back, you kind of reevaluate what you're doing, you listen to what people are telling you, and you're thinking of, there's two ideas. You're thinking of putting out um, a drink, a supplement drink for people. So if they don't have time to eat and they want something and they don't want to snack on something that's unhealthy, but they want to drink a supplement, usually it's a protein shake. And so you're thinking about creating this and producing this product as another stream on top of your food prep. The other idea you are thinking about is perhaps um, vitamins as well. So there's different vitamins, multivitamins that are very helpful for people to just get their different vitamin A, vitamin, C, vitamin D, etc. So those are the two additional products on top of the food prepping that you want to create and produce. Okay. So you have these two ideas, and let's say we're given an example. Let's say you're meeting with different scientists, or you're, experimenting with certain things, just understanding the science behind it, making sure it's not going to be harmful for people. You're getting more into the supplements, you're getting more into the vitamin side of things, and you really want to be kind of like a holistic type of um, one-stop shop for people that are trying to eat healthier and or get in shape. So with these two additional streams that you want to produce, it takes time for both of these, right? And so, using this example of just start now, the thing is, you start doing your research, you start talking to different people, you may start following people that are doing what you're doing, you're starting to benchmark, other companies and seeing if this is going to be an opportunity or a lucrative opportunity or just another great stream of income for your customers, right? So then you want to bring these out, but here's the other thing. Don't be afraid of the coming soon, okay? Coming soon multivitamin from, ABC company. Coming soon protein drink and supplement, line that we're introducing coming this spring. That keeps people on the edge of their seats, especially if they're customers that you already have and they are value customers and they're like, oh, they're making this is coming out. Oh, I can't wait to taste this because their food prep is delicious. So let me take a pause here, and as an example with just start or with the coming soon, think of a movie. Let's say you're a Marvel fan and they have the new X-Men coming out, or like your, Logan, Wolverine, or Transformers, or anything that's usually a trilogy, Fast and Furious. They always come out with those, and you're just left on the edge of your seat. Let's say when you're at the movie theater and the previews come and they're showing these for about 15 minutes, it leaves people on the edge of their seats. They do previews so well at the movies where you have goosebumps and you're like, I can't wait to see that. You always hear people whispering, oh, I want to see that, and things like that. So the whole coming soon, it keeps people on the edge of their seat. And it's a great way to really give a nice teaser or promotion to what you have that's going to be in store for them. And also, coming soon is really good, not only to anticipate what you're going to be producing, but also on top of keeping you accountable as well. So if you say coming soon, April 2024, best believe it better be coming out April 2024. Make sure that product is coming out or that service or whatever you're promoting. So it works both ways. Coming soon is a really nice teaser for people to get them anticipated, ready for something you're about to launch, on top of holding you accountable and making sure you're in line with your steps to your goal to make that launch, for people. Okay. So I think that's a really good one, is don't be afraid of coming soon. Don't be afraid to, launch one thing and then say the other one's coming soon. Just wait. You think that was something? Wait till you see what I have cooking and coming up for you all, next year. That's always a good one. Another thing what's coming soon that I'm also thinking about is coming soon helps you with, we're going back to the example of the supplements and also the protein drink, where again, these these opportunities take time. And so you don't want to exhaust yourself or focus so much attention on, I have to put out the supplement, and I have to put out the multivitamin, and I also have the meal prep on top of that, which is, is going good, is generating revenue. Focus on one thing at a time, I would say. So focus on something that's not going to take up too much of your time, or maybe less of your time. Coming out with a multivitamin may take 80% of your time. And when you calculate that, and then maybe coming out with a protein drink, because maybe you're just juicing or you have just different proteins, maybe that's only going to take up like 25% of your time. So produce the protein drink, and bring that out. Because here's the thing: while you're waiting to sit here and I don't want to say overload, but introducing these products to people, you're not sure which one is going to sell. And also, you can be putting one out, let's say the protein drink, that's already ready. It's going to come out this summer. You can introduce that, bring it out, see how it goes. If people are really gravitating towards it, it gives you time to really evaluate it, and see if that's something you want to continue on as a revenue stream and focus attention on that. Once that's kind of on autopilot, then you can focus your attention on the multivitamins, and you can do the same thing. So then you have two streams of income coming in. So you got your food prep, you have your protein drink or protein or supplements, and then you have your vitamins. So now, like I said, it takes about 80% of your time. So now you can really focus a lot of your time and energy in that. And look, you didn't know the multivitamins was going to cost more money to market, to produce. There's other people involved, probably scientists, etc. And that revenue stream from these other two businesses or streams can help fund the multivitamin, because this is really going to be like your cash cow. You never know. It may or may not be. That's the risk of putting this out. But I'm trying to get to, just start now, put things out in order, for people to use and to really give you great feedback. And again, with the multivitamin, being able to invest time, invest money and resources into that, so it can be a great launch for your customers. And as you, let's again, here we go with the meal prep. You have those customers, and sometimes maybe the meal prep customers aren't really into the protein drink side of things and supplements. But that's a new demographic. That's a new crowd. That's a new audience that you have. So maybe they do mix or maybe they don't. But then you have more people. You have 300 people that do your meal prep. Let's say you have an extra 100 that do the protein drinks. So now you got 400 people. And then maybe all 400 like this multivitamin, or maybe half of those people like the multivitamin. So now you're always having different streams of income coming from people, because you actually took your time to just start now, and to go ahead and not be afraid of using that teaser of coming soon. And that anticipates people to purchase your product. So I think that's really important in business. Um, when you want to produce a different, product or a different stream, revenue stream of something that you're producing, especially when you have a great following of people, and then you can diversify, your products in, your expertise and things. Okay. Um, in regards to still staying on the topic of, um, just start now and do it today, you know, use all means of, I don't want to say communication, but with social media and YouTube and Google, we have all of that at our fingertips, and that's really helpful to really help you do your homework and to do your research to start now. That's always a thing. I think a lot of people think I have to make the money right now, or I have to, you know, show that I made it or I started a business. No, you could be doing all this in the dark. You could be doing all this behind the scenes. There's, companies to this day, as I'm speaking, that are behind the scenes working on some marketing strategy or promotional strategy for next year. Right now it's 2023. They're working on something for 2025. So don't be afraid to be that person when you start now and do things today. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be that launch right then and there, but you're doing your homework and you're paying attention and you're taking your notes. Sometimes this may be a month long process or homework. Sometimes it may be a year long with your research and your homework. And now you're comfortable and now you're ready to launch, whatever that product or that service is. Okay. Um, Another thing too that really helps with just starting right now is getting yourself on some type of plan or routine. Like I told you, you have to really kind of train and develop and get your mind ready to work out in that gym if you've never worked out before in the new year. You may go there and be very overwhelmed because everybody knows what they're doing. They have good form, they're looking real fit. But if you start watching people on social media or you start following different dietitians and different scientists in regards to, healthy eating, you're going to understand that these things take time. Those people weren't born like that. Some people, yeah, genetically, they have good genetics, but a lot of people really worked hard, focused on their diet, and also went to the gym and they were disciplined. So you have to get your mind around that. So something that helps is really getting a calendar going or some type of routine going, when it comes to starting something today and part of your homework. So a lot of times I'll have a calendar. This could be some Excel spreadsheet, this could be you just using your phone, a calendar, some type of project management you're going to have to do. Sorry to get so technical at terms, but honestly, that's what it is. It's a project that you're working on. So being able to, some people are visual, and being visual is helpful because then you can kind of see your progress from when you started your homework to your launch and then to your accomplishments and success of whatever you're looking at doing. Um, so a calendar is very helpful. Also, this helps you to hold yourself accountable because if you keep some type of calendar and you say, okay, um, it's, let's say, 5 days out a week, let's make it easy. 5 days out a week, uh, 2 days we're gonna stay on the example of working out and going to the gym. 2 days out of the 5 days out of the week, I'm going to research nutrition or a nutritionist or a new healthy recipe. Okay, 2 weeks go by and you didn't do anything. That's 4 days total that you didn't do anything. And there's no type of accountability. But if you were to see that, you may say, wow, I didn't do anything since 2 weeks ago. And it's not like you were sick, not like you were too busy, but you had time to watch TV, you had time to hang out with friends, but you didn't have that calendar or that progress or that project management side of things to get to your goal to start today. And again, having a calendar, having some type of spreadsheet that really holds you accountable, to do that action and helps you to start to develop a new habit, which is really important. I think the rule is like 21 days um, of like repetitiveness or getting some type of routine really gets you in a habit. So really start, focusing on that. That can be really helpful for you as well. And there's a lot of examples you could use with this. I use the workout one. A lot of people kind of resonate with that. Some people, I think another great one is learning a language. A lot of people always say, "Oh, I wish I was multilingual and or at least learn two languages." And honestly, it's not hard to learn another language. I think the hard piece is the time and the commitment, and people get very overwhelmed because come on, it's a language. Think about whatever language you speak, whatever your native tongue is, and how many words those are. And even learning as a kid, it was difficult to even remember your ABCs, So imagine you, whatever age you are, and you're trying to learn another language, you have to give yourself time. And this is such a great example because learning a language is it's so large in the, I feel like you never stop learning a language, whether it's English, whether it's Spanish and or German, French, whatever you speak, there's always some new type of word or some type of slang or something that's going on that you're always going to be learning. I'm always like, I speak English, that's my native tongue, but I'm like, what's that word? These kids, what's the new word these kids are talking about? Or I'm listening to a song and I'm like, oh, what's that word mean? People are saying that now. Um, So learning a language, that's another great example too. And using again some type of calendar, holding yourself accountable, and then you add to that. I said 2 days out of the 5 days. Then you start adding 3 days, and then it's probably every day. You know that you're doing something. You're doing something to get closer to your goal because you're developing that habit. And why? Because you started now. You started today. You did your research, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew. So again, I hope this was a helpful segment on just starting now. Do not get overwhelmed. Don't have a great big picture and great idea, but know how to scale that down. And okay, what do I need to start today to get up to here? You know, everyone had to start somewhere. So just start now. Just start today. So again, thank you again for watching. You know, definitely feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Share any reviews, and thank you again. And always remember to follow your dreams.